I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Yacht Club Power Sports and John Farrell Real Estate in Osage Beach.
And today we're going to be talking about a new deal that puts the lake on a route between St. Louis and Kansas City.
Tough sentences for drug crimes are handed out in Miller County.
How changes to unemployment benefits will impact the lake.
Lake TV goes to an apple butter festival.
A piece of history comes to Nancy's Carpet One in Osage Beach.
And find out how you can put some color in your weekend.
Plus, we'll take a look at events coming to the lake this weekend. That's after a message from Yacht Club Power Sports.
It's time to have some fun on land with Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides available at Yacht Club Power Sports of Osage Beach. New and used models available. Come and check out the all-new models to get you ready for the fall. Yacht Club Power Sports is the only authorized Can-Am dealer at the Lake of the Ozarks. Have some serious fun with the Can-Am Maverick Max or check out the Outlander 1000 XMR. Stop by Yacht Club Power Sports, your Can-Am and Sea-Doo provider of mid-Missouri.
It wasn't as big as past years, but the Apple Butter Festival at the Camden County Museum in Lynn Creek is still a great way to celebrate fall in the Ozarks. There were only a couple of crafts booths outside, but all the goods on display were made by Missouri craftsmen and women.
Tell me a little bit about that hat you got in your hand there.
Well, this is called the Knight in Shining Armor helmet. It is to look like a helmet with a little fringe in the back, and this covers your face so that you can keep your face warm.
How long did it take you to crochet that?
It's about 2 hours.
You're pretty fast at crocheting, aren't you?
Well, I try.
What about some of these other hats here?
I do the Minion hats and the headbands. That's popular right now. And the Mutant Ninja Turtle hats, and these cover their eyes, so they think that's pretty cool. And then we have the little Newsboy hats, which is kind of a slouchy hat, which is kind of popular nowadays.
It was a different story inside. The community room was filled with all kinds of crafts, from paintings to barbed wire wreaths to custom Christmas stockings made to hang on someone's fireplace mantel. There was plenty to see and buy at the Apple Butter Festival, including homemade apple pies and homemade apple butter. But there was something different this year.
It used to be that you cooked the apples out in a big iron kettle. What happened to that?
Well, we used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and start doing that, and we're getting too old to do it anymore.
Isn't there a little problem with the health department too?
And the health department.
What do they say?
You had to have a cover over everything, and it was just too much work and too much restrictions that you just couldn't meet.
Well, I'm taking some apple butter home with me.
Okay, you're gonna like it.
Bob Spicer, Lake TV.
A recent financing deal is clearing the way for a hiking and biking trail that will run from St. Louis all the way to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nearly 50 miles of the Rock Island Trail will join a new section that will take hikers and bikers into the heart of Kansas City. The trail will follow the old Rock Island rail line, which runs directly through the town of Eldon. Its revival as the recreational trail has gotten the attention of many in the area as Eldon, Versailles, and Stover prepare for new visitors and new opportunities. Officials hope the path will be open in 2016.
It was a close call, but the passengers of a pontoon escaped mostly unharmed when the boat was swamped earlier this month, around 5 p.m. on October 16th, or 10th rather. A pontoon capsized near the 2-mile marker of the Gravois Arm, and according to people in the area, boating traffic was busy on that part of the lake and the water was choppy. Officials say wave activity is the likely cause, but no specific vessel could be blamed. The passengers only sustained minor injuries, and the Highway Patrol got them to shore safely.
Last month, the Missouri House and Senate overturned Governor Nixon's veto of a Missouri House bill that reduces unemployment benefits. The bill cuts the length of time a person can get an unemployment check from 20 weeks to 13 weeks if the jobless rate falls below 6%. In August, Missouri's unemployment rate was just over 5.5%, so the law is in effect. With the new law, only North Carolina has a shorter unemployment period than Missouri. All Lake of the Ozarks representatives and senators voted in favor of the change.
A local business donated $15,000 to help military families after a shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee. MSW Interactive Designs donated the money to the Marine Corps League of Chattanooga to help local families and other military members recover from the tragic shooting of 5 military recruiters back on July 16th. Mike Waggett owns MSW, and he's also a retired Air Force colonel. Says his business has roots in the area because their office was located in Knoxville, Tennessee for nearly a decade. The donation will help provide food, clothing, education, other necessities to members of the victims' families and other military members who need help in that area.
Several thefts from vehicles in Camdenton have police looking for suspects and urging the public to be on alert. Last Wednesday around 7:45 a.m., officers began getting reports of thefts from vehicles. Several incidents occurred on Leonard North, Primrose, Mulberry, and 3rd Streets. All of the vehicles were unlocked or otherwise unsecured, according to the department. Citizens are asked to assist police by calling 911 to report suspicious activity and are reminded to remove valuables and lock your car when you leave.
Prosecutor Ben Winfrey says Miller County doesn't go easy on drug criminals, and he points to these recent prison sentences as evidence. Jacob Burke of Vienna, John Kennedy of Versailles, and Jeffrey Boylan of Barnett have been sent to prison for their crimes. Burke pled guilty to possession and intent to distribute meth after he was found with a meth lab at a campground in December last year. His wife is also in jail. Kennedy pled guilty to meth possession and intent to distribute, as well as possession of an illegally sawed-off shotgun. And Boylan was on probation for 2013 drug and burglary charges, but his probation was revoked when he was found with a large amount of marijuana this summer.
Lake Regional Health System recently recognized emergency department employees by observing Emergency Team Week from October 12th through the 17th. Activities throughout the week celebrated the dedication and expertise of Lake Regional's emergency department nurses, patient care technicians, health unit coordinators, physicians, and mid-level providers. The observance is held each year during National Emergency Nurses Week. Lake Regional's emergency department is a Level 3 trauma center and Level 2 stroke center, which provides 24-hour emergency medical service. They treat nearly 35,000 patients every year.
Runners will start in white shirts and end in a rainbow of color during a unique 5K race this weekend. The race, known as the Color Dash, comes to Camdenton this Saturday, October 24th, to help raise money for Citizens Against Domestic Violence, CADV. The 5K Color Dash starts at Camdenton High with registration at 8 a.m. The dash starts at 10. Runners are encouraged to wear a white t-shirt to soak up all the color they can at each color station along the course. Coming up, now a piece of history comes to Nancy's Carpet One, boating tips from Bob's No Wake Zone, and events at the lake this weekend that you don't want to miss. That's all after a word from John Farrell Real Estate in Osage Beach.
At John Farrell Real Estate,
we work hard for you!
Let's do this!
All of us here at John Farrell Real Estate work really hard to earn your business. We want to be your realtor at Lake of the Ozarks.
We make sure our new customers become our old friends.
Come see us soon.
It was a monumental Monday at Carpet One in Osage Beach, as owner Nancy Westhusen received a special plaque for her company's assistance in building homes for first responders and service people.
It's a building program where we build houses for the most seriously injured of all of the people that are in the service.
And how are you and Carpet One involved in that?
Well, Carpet One and Mohawk, as our partner, supply all the floor coverings for 54 houses.
What does this recognition mean to you that you're going to be getting today?
Oh my, I am just so terribly honored that these fire department from New York is traveling all this way to give me a piece of the 9/11 steel that's out of the towers. And we're just absolutely feel so honored.
Halloween is just around the corner, and if you are in the mood for a scare, just head to Fright Night in Laurie for the annual Haunted Hayride. It runs on Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Laurie Fairgrounds. Tickets are $5 for adults and $3 for children.
Whether you're running or cheering on Saturday, head over to Camden High for that Color Dash we mentioned earlier. The race starts at 10 a.m. and if you're interested in registering, it's $40 for an individual or $85 for a family of 6. and kids under 5 are free.
Osage Middle School is hosting their first annual dodgeball tournament on Saturday at 9 a.m. It is open to the public, so check out the Lake Expo events calendar for details if you want to join in the fun.
Well, it's also time for the Halloween Festival at Dogwood Animal Shelter. That's happening Saturday from 10 to 2. It's free, it's fun for both 2- and 4-legged family members. And there will also be costumes, contests, games, grilled lunches, shopping with local vendors, pony rides, and a whole lot more.
On Sunday, it's Captain Ron's annual Kids Halloween Spooktacular. That runs from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at Captain Ron's. Kids can trick-or-treat in a safe and fun environment. Local businesses will be set up offering lots of candy. This has been your Lake of the Ozarks News Update.
Thanks for watching us on Charter Cable Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, and watch us anytime on My Lake TV. And before we go, I just want to give you this from the Apple Butter Festival. It's a jar of apple butter.
Oh, thanks.
And we'll see you next time, eh?